Hello, HSFI students. I hope you are well. I hope your families are well. I hope everybody is safe and healthy. As you know, this is Mr. Blank, the principal at the High School of Fashion Industries, and I'm here to talk to you about your expectations for the upcoming school year. Obviously, it's a school year like no other, that we have half the school on remote, half the school on blended. And so we will just do the best we can and we will figure it out together. And I'm also going to give you some tips to help you during the school year. And these tips will hopefully give you a way to make things better for you under these circumstances. So let's get started. What we want here at HSFI is to make sure everyone feels connected and supported, content and balanced, energized and motivated, respected and valued, passionate and purposeful, inspired and empowered, safe and comfortable, and then happy and excited. These are the 16 emotions that are part of our social emotional learning charter. We partner with Yale University on our social emotional learning work, and they did a study of teenagers, and they said that most teenagers, if you ask them what they're feeling, there are three emotions that come to mind: tired, bored, and stressed. That is the exact opposite of what we want you to feel here at the High School of Fashion Industries. And so we created this charter, a list of emotions that we want to feel and that we will take actions for everybody to feel this way. And this is not just about the adults have a commitment to these emotions, but it's you as students. It's not only actions of adults towards these emotions, it's you. How we act towards one another, how you act to your classmates, how do you act to your teachers and counselors and other staff members. Again, these 16 emotions: inspired and empowered, passionate and purposeful, respected and valued, energized and motivated, content and balanced, connected and supported, safe and comfortable, and happy and excited. Wouldn't it be great if we felt these emotions every day? And so what we do at the High School of Fashion Industries is we have something called fashion dollars. Fashion dollar for our returning students, we know that very well. We have a currency of money that we have that we give to you, and you can earn rewards and privileges for the fashion dollars. So you'll all get an online account in a website called fashionsoars.com, and it's like a bank account, and so teachers will be putting fashion dollars into your accounts, and you will get these fashion dollars for all these behaviors. And so we are the Fashion Falcons, and we are soaring to excellence. And so we have 5 core values: safety, ownership, achievement, respect, and responsibility. So if you take the first letters of those 5 core values and you get SOAR. So what do you have to do for safety? Practice physical distancing. Always wear a mask to protect you and the people around you. Wash and disinfect your hands as much as possible and try not to touch your face. And then eventually we're going to get you, if for returning students, you don't need to, but our first year students, to hand in your Falcon Health Center consent form so you can receive medical services from our absolutely free medical center. Ownership. Actively participate in class discussions, whether you're remotely or in person. Take advantage of staff office hours with teachers to improve your academic success, and with counselors to let them know how you're doing. And then have fun and build up your college application resume by joining a club. Achievement. Score an A on a quiz, test, project, homework assignment, and class grade. Show academic improvement by doing better on a quiz, test, project, homework assignment, and class grade. You might not get an A, but at least if you're improving, you're on the right track and you'll get fashion dollars for that. And you want to eventually work hard to make the high school fashion industry's honor roll, which you get to have for having an 85 to 90 average, or the principal's honor roll, which is having above a 90 average. Next core value, respect. Use positive and polite language with your classmates and HSFI staff. Don't post or share, even privately, any inappropriate material. If you wouldn't say it to someone's face, don't say it online either. All your written communication be professional and reflect proper writing style. You are not sending text to friends when you communicate with staff. I've had to send emails and Jupyter message back to students saying, you don't refer to me as with my first name, or you don't go, hey, Mr. Blank, right? That's not formal enough. You need to be very formal when you're dealing with the principal or dealing with the teacher. Again, you need to be very formal in your written communication. And again, if you make a mistake, apologize if there are any breach of etiquette. Everyone makes mistakes, but you got to own up to it, apologize, and then we can move forward. And the last core value is responsibility. Check your HSFI email, Jupyter, Google Classrooms, and Jupyter grades every day. Be on time to school and class. Be on time to school and class, whether you coming into the building or doing it remotely. Give your full focused attention to your teacher, counselor, and classmates. If you're online, have a clean and non-distracting background. If you're online, mute yourself if you experience unavoidable background noise. And follow school policy with regard to electronic equipment and dress code. The basic rule with electronic equipment, don't take out your phones, don't take out electronic equipment unless your teacher tells you to and says is allowed. Dress code, you can be comfortable, you can generally wear what you want, but you cannot wear anything offensive that would be offensive to anybody else. That is the basic line for our dress code. So again, the way you soar to excellence and gain fashion dollars is to practice these behaviors with the values of safety, ownership, achievement, respect, and responsibility. We want to talk a little about schedules. Now, you should have checked your Jupyter grades to see the classes that you do have. We will be working over the next couple of days to get you a different visual of the schedule to see how your schedules sort of look like Monday through Friday. And so we'll be working on that. But if you should check your Jupyter grades to see your general schedule. And those classes are what you're going to need for Thursday and Friday of this week. Because again, you're seeing some of your classes on Thursday and you're seeing some of your classes on Friday. And to get those invites to those classes, you should, as it went into the Fashion Dollars list of behaviors, checking your HSFI email for those Google Classroom invites to your classes. So we understand some of you might want some changes, whether it's you're blended but you want to be remote, or you're remote and you want to be blended, or you're in cohort A and you want to be in cohort B, or you're in cohort B and want to be in cohort A. Some of you might have a major that you're not supposed to have, or you have a particular class. So we will be creating a form, and we'll be sending out a form to take these changes from you and your family. But just sort of hold tight. You know what classes you generally have, and we'll make sure that everybody gets to in terms of program changes. But you obviously need to check your HSFI email every day, again, and follow your schedule until we can make a change. Again, follow your schedule until we can make any changes. And again, as I promised, we will get to whatever changes that need to happen. Let's talk about Wednesdays. And Wednesdays is going to be hopefully a day of fun and critical thinking and individual support. And over the next day or two, we're going to get you a survey that will survey your preferences for our Wednesdays. And every student will be involved with some sort of race and equity discussion. Obviously, with all that's going on in the United States and the world, and a lot of the racial injustice that is going on out there, and we want to make sure that that's front and center of our discussions here at the High School Fashion Industries. So our goal is that every student will be involved in some sort of activity regarding race and equity. And then we will have opportunities for students to be involved in, if they need it, tutoring opportunities, math, science, English, social studies, your major, Spanish, physical education, whatever class that you're in. And if you need help, we hope to have some tutoring opportunities for you. And we have a whole bunch of club ideas. We have clubs that were in existence last year and in previous years. We had some new ideas of clubs from staff. We had a lot of interesting ideas from students for these clubs. So your day on Wednesdays will be a combination of the race and equity discussions, tutoring if you want, and then clubs if you want. And so you'll get to join multiple clubs, and hopefully we can have a different type of day on Wednesdays. You're going to have classes on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then on Wednesdays, it's going to be an interesting day between the race and equity, the tutoring opportunities, and the club opportunities. All these things will be taken remotely. So even if you're in cohort A or cohort B, where you're supposed to come in alternating Wednesdays, you do have the ability to do these things from home. But if you want to come into the building, or you need to come into the building, that should be no problem. So now we have some tips for you to be successful during this school year. And the first one is to make sure your devices are fully charged to start each day. You want to charge them at night. Good idea is while you're sleeping to have them charged. Don't forget to bring your charger along with your devices when you come into the school building. Again, if you have your iPad, your Chromebook, your laptop, you need to bring them into school every day, and definitely bring your charger for those devices, because again, some of your teachers might be at home, and that's just the kind of situation we're in, between some teachers being in the building and some teachers out of the building. Don't forget your headphones, and please make sure they plug into your device. 4, when you're attending class virtually, you should be appropriately dressed and in a quiet workspace. Number 5, ready to learn with all materials and assignments. Number 6, focused and participating in class. All other devices should be off and away. Again, you might be at the computer or the iPad, but you shouldn't be having your phone and like texting or doing anything on the phone while you're in class. And please do not lay in bed. Number 8, make sure you are visible on camera with an appropriate background. It could be a virtual background. We might have some backgrounds at some point for you that you can choose from. And again, it depends on what your device is and whether you have the ability to have a background in the ad. But again, whatever your background is that you should be visible and the background should be appropriate. You should be muted unless you are speaking into your microphone. If I had a nickel for every time that I wasn't muted, and again, I learned very quickly to be muted. And lastly, number 10, make sure you're participating positively with patience and respect. When you're attending in class in person, when you're in the building, wear a face covering at all times. You can see the Fiegel, or High School Fashion Industries Fiegel right there, and the Fiegel is wearing a mask. Number 2, please adhere to all social distancing procedures, whether it's sitting in the classroom, in the bathroom, in between classes. Again, social distancing procedures. There's no congregation. There's no food or drinks in the classroom. There will be eventually when we have lunch, that lunch will be brought to you. But besides that, you're not bringing any outside food or drink in. Come prepared to learn with charged devices and headphones. And students, you should uphold a high standard of academic integrity and turn in original work. We are not cut and pasting from the internet. Again, all your original work. And again, there is something in the grading policy that there could be disciplinary action for any sort of plagiarism where you're taking from another student or you're just taking directly from cutting and pasting from the internet. And there's way that teachers and principals can check that out very easily. So again, academic integrity. In terms of fighting this COVID virus, there's some essentials that we want you to keep in mind. First of all is the mask. There are different types of masks, and you can see on the handout what are the acceptable mask and face coverings. Right, we have some homemade masks, some surgical masks. We have some dust masks. We have masks with vents. Again, we will have the mask for you if you don't have it one on a particular day, or your mask breaks or something goes on with the mask. But obviously, you should have a mask when you're coming into the building, because you should have it coming to school and walking the streets. It's a zero tolerance with that. You should have a mask on at all times. We will be doing random temperature checks. So when you walk in the building, I'm sure you might have been in a store or an office where they've done these types of things, these types of temperature checks. There'll be High School Fashion Industry staff members at the front, and we will be randomly doing those temperature checks. Those people will be wearing face coverings and gloves, and they'll be clearly marked as HSFI staff. If you if you have a fever, if you show symptoms, we will be in touch with the medical professionals, and we will be asking a family member to come pick you up if you do have a temperature or showing symptoms. It's very important that if you're not feeling well or have any sort of symptoms, that you stay home. Remember, it's all of this material can be found remotely. So again, if you don't feel well, stay home. There'll be a daily health screening of staff and visitors that they'll have to fill out an online questionnaire to make sure they are okay. they're going to have to do that electronically or in writing. So everybody has to do their part. You need to come into the school healthy and well, and we're going to make sure all the adults in the building come in healthy and well. Personal protective equipment, right? We talk about with the masks. If you need a mask, request one. The classrooms will be full of personal protective equipment, and we will make sure that we go over how to wear a mask, right? It should cover your nose, it should cover your mouth with a snug fit, and then we will have plenty of opportunities for hand washing and sanitizing hands. In entrance and dismissal of the school, the entrances are on 24th Street between 7th and 8th Avenues. There's one entrance closer to 7th Avenue that will be open, and then there's a entrance in the middle between 7th and 8th Avenue that will be available. This is where you're going to be entering the building, and this is where you're going to be leaving the building. And the doors will enter at 8:20 a.m. with school obviously starting at 9 a.m. The last class of the day is ending at 3:45. All students must be out of the building by 4 p.m. When you come into the building, if you're a returning student, you probably have a student ID and you're going to have to swipe through. If you're a new student, you're going to get a student ID, and then you're going to swipe through our machine when you walk into the building. Moving around the hallway is very important. So we have stairways that are going up, and we have stairwells that are going down, and they're all clearly marked. So as you walk into the building, the stairwells on the 24th Street side, the ones closest to the entrance of the building, will be up staircases. The staircases on the 25th Street side of the building, and you'll know those, are down staircases. And they'll be clearly designated what's up, what's down. And you need to follow that. Again, this is all for social distancing's sake. So you'll be clear about elevators are available. Only 3 people can go in an elevator. So most of us will be taking stairs. Again, if everybody took an elevator, nobody would ever be able to get upstairs because you're only talking 3 at a time. So everybody who comes into the building should be prepared to take the stairs. Now the hallways, the traffic flow. The even floors are going from east to west. The odd floors are going west to east. And you will see the arrows directed in those ways. If you need to go to the bathroom, or you need to go to a specific place, we will be giving hall passes. It will have the date, it will have a specific color, and then they're not going to be discarded, they're going to be recycled. So again, all the movement, again, we cannot be in the hallways. You really need to, and if you're in the hallways, you're going in the right direction. If you're in the stairwells, you're going in the right direction. And everything will be very clear. We have a ton of signage. We have arrows all over the place. You'll know where you're going. What happens if there is a positive test, or somebody student comes in with a fever or showing symptoms? So we're going to have an isolation room. The student will be, and again, it could be the staff member or the student, but going to the isolation room. If it's a student, we're going to get the school nurse or the school-based health center staff to see you, to see if you're okay. If it's a student, right, we're going to contact the parent or family member and to come pick you up, or we're going to set up transportation for you to get home. And what the New York City Department of Education has created, it's created a COVID response situation room. There's a place where that it consists of staff from the Department of Education, the Department of Health, and then the contact tracing test and tracing corps. And so if there is a positive test, a confirmed positive test, anybody that's been around that person, and this will be the professional deciding that they will be quarantined for 14 days. If there are 2 positive tests in the building within a 7-day period, the building will shut down for at least 24 hours while the Department of Education and the Department of Health and the contact tracers figure everything out. So there is a very structured plan for what happens when there is a positive test. There is a situation room that we will call. It is open from 5:30 in the morning to 11:30 at night, and we will communicate with everybody about what is going on in regard to if there is a positive test or multiple positive tests. Communication will be critical for all of this. And just remember, if you're sick, you're not feeling well, you should stay home. Symptoms such as a sore throat, a cough, a cold, or a fever, reasons to not go to school. Temperature checks, and then the basics. Wear a mask at all times, covering your nose and mouth. The importance of washing hands and sanitizing hands, and these will be available, right? We're not high-fiving, we're not hugging, right? A hand wave or an elbow bump is the way to go. This is going to be a different type of school year, and we've got to follow the thing, and we will be very communicative about what's going on in the school. And lastly, for food in the building, there'll be, as soon as you walk into the building, there'll be bags for breakfast, and you can have that breakfast. You shouldn't be eating in the classroom. You can sort of grab and go breakfast, and then there will be lunch available, and we will get lunch to students' classrooms, and you'll be able to sort of have some time to eat lunch and decompress a little bit, and that will take place between 12:45 and 1:30. No food deliveries. There's no microwaves available. Because everything's going on, there's not any hot meals, but you can bring bagged lunch. We will have the lunch available, but if you wanted to bring in lunch, you can bring, but it's got to be a bag lunch. There's no hot food. There's no going to a microwave, as we can say. And so that's what's going on with breakfast and lunch. So HSFI students, we just want to make sure that you have everything that you need every day. And to pack the essentials, that means your mask. You probably should have a mask, obviously, on you and extra masks in your bag. But again, we will have extra masks if needed. Hand sanitizer, tissues, pens, pencil, a notebook, possibly a sharpener, a pencil sharpener, and a water bottle. It's always good to keep hydrated. So those are the essentials you should consider if you're coming into the building every day. Those 6 things. To keep track of your assignments, we have some tools for you. They're on Google Classroom. There is an assignment calendar. Now, all your classes are going to be on Jupyter, and your grades will be on Jupyter, and your assignments will be on Jupyter, but you might want to create a calendar for yourself on Jupyter with respect to your Google Classroom. You need to become an expert at Google Classroom. You want to make a to-do list of all your assignments. It's very important. You have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of classes. Just keep the to-do section going, and I figure out what assignments are due, what's missing. So you need to keep track of all that. You want to create a schedule in your agenda book. We have a digital planner at hsfi.nyc/planner. You want to write down your assignments for homework on the days before the due date. That's why you have a plan for the week. You want to block off some time for breaks and activities, and you want to schedule time with classmates or teachers. And we will have some tutoring opportunities, as we said, on the Wednesdays to hopefully get some time with teachers. You have all of you, I think most of you have phones, and you can set up daily schedules and reminders for yourself. So for example, on this Siri, remind me to turn in my fashion design illustrations by Friday morning at 9 a.m. Give yourself those reminders. Take advantage of that technology that's available to you. If you need more assistance, you can speak with one of our guidance counselors. And on Thursday and Friday, either Thursday or Friday, you'll have a meeting with your guidance counselor. That's either Miss Carter, Mr. Duke, Mr. Jones, Miss Padrone, Miss San George, Mr. Sia, or Miss Weiss. And so you'll have meetings with them, and they'll go over what kind of support that they will provide to you during the school year. They will connect with you, or they will, if you're a new student, they will reconnect with you. If you are, if you're a returning student. So let's take a look.
Greetings. My name is Anika Carter, and I'm one of the guidance counselors at HSFI. When I'm in the building, I can be found in room 101 in the guidance suite. For those who are new to the building, welcome to the fashion family. And for those returning students, welcome back. I can't wait to kick off the new year, and I can't wait to meet you, whether it's virtually or in person. I look forward to getting to know each and every one of you, and my door is always open.
Hi everybody, this is Mr. Duke, one of the guidance counselors at the High School of Fashion Industries. I'd like to welcome you back. I hope you had a great summer, and I know this is going to be a great new school year. I look forward to speaking with everybody, and to all the incoming freshmen, I welcome you. And you've made a great choice coming to the High School of Fashion Industries, and I look forward to speaking with you. And I'm here for you if you have any questions or concerns.
Hey Fashion Family, my name is Miss San George, and I am one of the guidance counselors at the school. In addition to being a guidance counselor, I've helped with student government in the past. I've helped advise the STEP team. I work with race and equity. I like to say that anything that I can do to help the school, as I said, is my family. I'm there. And, I'm really looking forward to those who I have not met yet. I'm looking forward to meeting you, to my returning family. I can't wait to see you. I miss you. I love you so much. And welcome to the new year. And, it's been rough, but we're in this together. You're not alone. Mwah!
HSFI, what up? What's going on, guys? My name is Mr. Jones. I am one of the guidance counselors. This is my 14th year as a guidance counselor at the High School of Fashion Industries and my 19th year in the Department of Education, because I was a teacher for 5 years before I started working in guidance. I'm really happy and excited to start this school year off. I know that these past 6 months when this pandemic has been extremely challenging and very difficult for a lot of people. But one thing that I know we can do, and what New Yorkers do, is you persevere. And we're going to persevere through this and any challenges that come through our way. And I'm here to help you in any way possible become the best versions of yourself at school. To all my freshmen, I can't wait to work with you and your families. And to all my returning students, let's make this year a year to remember, okay? I'm a phone call, I'm an email, I'm a drop-in away. I'm here for you guys, and I look forward to the school year. See you soon.
Hello, my name is Mr. Sia. I'm one of the guidance counselors here at High School of Fashion Industries. I'm located in room 101. I'm here to help you, support you, and guide you, and answer any questions and concerns you may have along the way. I am looking forward to seeing you in September. I'm just going to leave you a short message from Mr. Mahatma Gandhi. Be the change you want to see in the world. Thank you.
Hi HSFI students and families. I hope you are all doing well and staying safe. I am Miss Weiss, and I am one of the guidance counselors at the High School of Fashion Industries. Welcome to our amazing community. I can't wait to work with you over the next 4 years. During our time together, we will be doing a lot of academic, social, and emotional counseling and college and career readiness. Something that is so special at HSFI is the wonderful opportunities we offer to our students. We have a ton of amazing clubs and internships throughout the city, so I really hope you take advantage of all of it. HSFI has been like a second home to me, and I know you will feel the same. I can't wait to meet all of you.
Hey everyone, I'm Ms. Padron. I'm a guidance counselor and GSA club advisor. I'm looking forward to catching up with you all and also getting to know all of my incoming 9th grade students. Keep an eye out for an email from me to schedule an appointment so we can get to know each other better. What you'll learn soon is that HSFI is very much like a family. It may seem big at first, but it'll start to feel much smaller as the year goes on. We're all very close and we're all willing to help out. So we're here for you, and I can't wait to see you and speak with you. Bye-bye.
And then if you need tech support, we have a student tech support page. That's hsfi.nyc/student tech support. And you can see here's a screenshot of what we have available. We have tutorials available. There's a way to request help. You can see on my left, I think on your left also, you can reset your HSFI password. You can get a tech help request, and there'll be a HSFI staff member will get in contact with you. So you're not alone. I know technology is scary. I have a lot of issues with technology, and I use this tech help request a lot. Our tech specialist is a guy named Mr. Vijalona. He should become your best friend, and he will always support you with your tech needs. So we've gone over basically all the tools that you need for academic success and health and safety. So I hope you got a lot out of this. And as you want to finish this, we're going to finish this student expectation tutorial, and we're going to get back together just for some closing statements and what's ahead for you at the High School of Fashion Industries. Thank you for being so attentive.